Hello, Christy Russ here, the Maverick Pharmacist Health Coach, giving you simple and sustainable strategies to help you fix the underlying cause of what's going on with you. And that gives you the permanent solutions to the never-ending weight loss battle, the constant pain, the daily exhaustion, whatever's going on with you. Infinitely more effective than the standard Band-Aid approach of modern medicine. So I am back here today to give you the last 6 tips for the holiday eating tips that I have compiled, not the same old, things that you see year after year all the time. And yes, I apologize in advance to my friend Jessie Shemansky, who's the video guru. She's always like, oh, find your light, find your light. And because it's a holiday thing, I wanted to have my Christmas tree in the background. And so there's no way. So I'm just going to be all washed out and pasty and whatever. So anyways, I'm just vamping to get people waiting for people to get online here. But anyways, I will get to it because time is precious, right? So if you didn't see the first 6 strategies, you can either go to my blog at christyrusshealthcoaching.com and all 12 of them are there, or you can just go back in my news feed there, and there was a video last week where I did the first 6, so you can watch that. So starting at number 7 this week, it is the first tip is to eat slowly. Okay, so really, take a bite, put your cutlery down between the bites and chew really well. Honestly, our grandmothers were right. We should be chewing, at least 30 times with each bite, and we don't chew enough. We're kind of and then swallow, right? So for digestive reasons, we should be doing that, but also eating more slowly just helps you realize that you're full way before you've overeaten. So be the person that's like chatting during the meal and stuff like that, and it'll take you longer to eat, right? So tip number 8 is to eat quality calories only. Okay, so if you're at a buffet or a Christmas party or something like that, skip all the stuff you can have anytime and go for the really good stuff, right? And if the food that you select and you take doesn't taste as good as you thought it was gonna, stop eating it, leave it on the plate. It's totally not worth it, right? I mean, think about how much less you would eat if you only ate things that tasted fabulous, right? So tip number 9 is to go ahead and indulge, right? But just make sure that you fully enjoy it, because this kind of goes with the last point that I just made. If the food is so special, give it your full attention rather than eating on autopilot. And even the tip before that about eating more slowly rather than just shoveling everything in, like take a bite, put everything down, think about it, taste it, eat mindfully, appreciate the appearance, the aroma, savor one small bite at a time. And of course, always sit down to eat, right? Even if you're just eating a cookie, right? You're going to end up eating less food, but enjoying it more. Standing up and eating, it's just not good, again, for digestion, for anything, and you end up eating more. Okay, so tip number 10 is not to drink your calories. Again, it's just not worth it. Okay, you would be absolutely amazed how quickly these things add up. Okay, and the seasonal favorites are the worst. For example, rum and eggnog has about 500 calories. I know my brother likes to refer to eggnog as a glass of cake, and that's about right, actually. A Starbucks gingerbread latte, even if you get it made with the non-fat milk and don't get the whipped cream, it's still 250 calories, which is crazy, okay? And drinks tend to be high glycemic nightmares, the soda, the juice, they're really high glycemic, beer's kind of middle of the road, so just choose wine or hard liquor mixed with water or soda would be the best choice. At the very least, have a glass of water between each drink so that you're not, you're A, hydrating yourself, and B, you're just not having, calories after calories with your drinks, right? I mean, or better yet, of course, be the designated driver and drink the no-calorie drinks like water, club soda with some lime twist or tea or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay. So tip number 11 is, especially if you are the host, obviously, I guess this would have to be only if you are the host, but plan your get-togethers around activities instead of meals, right? You know, like our social events are always around meals. It's like, come over for supper, come over for lunch, let's meet for coffee. Like everything's always with the food stuff. So, but start a new tradition. Okay, there it's much more memorable. So maybe you're going to start a tradition of, you know, if you're living here in the frozen north where I am, you know, start the tradition of tobogganing or skating, or just like a pickup game of hockey, sleigh rides. Some people I've heard have played snow football, which sounds like a riot, right? Something like that, right? So it takes the focus off the food and it burns calories. So you get kind of a double bonus there, right? And I have saved the most important tip for last, as far as I'm concerned. Really, the 12th tip isn't really an eating tip. Well, I guess it is. Really, just forget the guilt, okay? It just becomes another holiday stress, okay? Because remember, it's what you do the other, you know, 11 and a half months of the year regularly that's way more important than just a few days of indulgence, okay? And really, if you make the best choices 90% of the time, you absolutely can and you should reward yourself once in a while, right? So don't ruin your holiday worrying about relatively minor things, and that is minor, right? So if you overeat, don't worry, you're going to have tons of time in the new year to get back on track. In fact, a really good plan would be to work with me in January with my Simply Sustainable Health program. It is wildly successful. It's a one-on-one personalized health program that I do. Has a nice side effect of permanent weight loss, if that's what you're looking for. It's really about the health and fixing the underlying stuff, but I know especially after the holidays, you're feeling a little bit like a slug, and weight is sometimes the thing that people are looking for. So it's really easy to do. It's just amazing results. And I will have some openings for new clients in January. So definitely contact me about that. And you can get hold of me at christyrusshealthcoaching.com. Okay, so that's it for the tips. In case you haven't figured it out already, these are things you should be following all year round, course, especially the ones that I just did today, okay? Not just during the holiday season. So hope you picked up a few new things to make this a healthier holiday for you. It really is such a wonderful season, so just go out and enjoy it. And this year, just try and savor the company, the atmosphere, the entertainment, and the traditions as much, you know, if not more than the food. Okay, so I wish you and your family just the happiest of holidays. Have a great time, enjoy it all. That's what it's meant for. And stay tuned to see me and see how you can make 2020 your healthiest year. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a good holiday.